Okay, so have you seen these ads? They're everywhere. Promises of, like, amazing Amazon warehouse return pallets.
Oh, yeah. Packed with maybe high-end electronics.
Exactly. And all for, like, what, $29?
Hmm.
Or maybe $50, it sounds almost. It's, yeah, too good to be true.
It totally hooks you. That feeling, like hitting the jackpot.
Right. Like a lottery ticket click.
Well, that's the lure.
Yeah.
So our mission today in this deep dive is really to get past that shiny price tag.
Okay.
We need to dissect how these scams, especially these online liquidation ones, actually work. We're going to look closely at one specific site, Amazpalletssupply.com.
Got it. Amazpalletssupply, not Amazon.
Not Amazon. And pull out the lessons, figure out what the source material tells us about being more vigilant online.
All right, let's dig in straight away. These ads, you mentioned seeing them, often pop up on places like TikTok, right?
TikTok, yeah.
And they scream, clearance blowout, or super discounted return pallets.
Big promises, but the real giveaway often isn't just the low price, it's the pressure.
The urgency.
Exactly. The sources we looked at show they often use an AI voice.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, claiming it's some urgent liquidation because, like, a warehouse lease is ending, and you have to buy within 24 hours.
Classic pressure tactic.
But here's where it gets messy. If you actually click through to their website, they completely contradict that panic. Suddenly, it's a 2025 Amazon Prime Day 80% off sale, which apparently runs from October 2nd to the 16th.
Wait, so it's a 24-hour emergency and a 2-week sale.
Makes no sense, right? When the story falls apart that quickly, the whole thing's shaken.
Sloppy. And it sounds like the deception runs deeper, more visual, too.
Oh, absolutely. They use stolen videos.
Stolen.
Yeah, videos featuring real people, YouTubers, TikTokers maybe, who actually did open legitimate return boxes sometime in the past.
And the scammers just lift those clips.
They just grab them to make their fake offer seem credible. If the deal was real, why would they need to steal someone else's video, especially a low-quality one?
That's a really good point. It sort of brings us to the next question, then. What are the, structural signs, the things you can spot on the site itself that scream scam?
Right. How do you see past the sales pitch?
Yeah, especially because they're using the Amazon logo. People see that and just assume it's safe.
And that's precisely what the scammers bank on, that instant trust. But okay, first thing. Check the URL, the actual web address. They use Amazpalletssupply.com. See that? It's close, but it's deliberately not Amazon.com. That slight difference is everything.
The AMAZ. Sneaky.
Very. Second, just look at the site's quality. The source material calls it sloppy.
Sloppy how?
Like using emojis in the product listings, weird formatting. It just doesn't look polished or professional, like a real multi-billion-dollar company's website.
Right. Amazon isn't putting crying face emojis next to deals.
Probably not, no. And third, think about those videos we mentioned.
The stolen ones.
Yeah. Often the quality is really poor. Grainy, pixelated. That suggests it's been downloaded and resaved, probably ripped from YouTube or TikTok, not original content.
So the slightly wrong URL, the sloppy design, the bad videos, it all paints a picture.
A picture of something hastily put together. A scam.
What's kind of scary is how many people fall for it. One ad mentioned in the source had, over 8,000 likes.
8,269 likes, yeah. And 1,373 bookmarks.
Wow, that's a lot of people hoping to strike gold.
It really shows you the kind of desperation or hope these deals tap into. But this isn't just about one dodgy website.
Right. It points to something bigger.
It really does. It makes you think about the platforms where these ads run.
Okay, so let's talk about that. What's the connection here to, say, TikTok or Meta?
Well, the observation in the sources is pretty stark. You have these huge companies, TikTok, Meta, Facebook, Instagram, making tens of billions, with a B, in revenue each quarter.
Massive.
And yet they're accepting, apparently, thousands and thousands of dollars to run ad campaigns for these exact scams.
So they're profiting from the ads that promote the fraud.
It seems that way. They're getting paid for it. And you have to ask, with all their resources, why isn't more being done to stop it? It kind of puts the burden back on us, the users.
Which means we need to be smarter, maybe even a bit old-fashioned in how we verify things.
Exactly. And the source material actually suggests a very practical alternative if you genuinely are interested in return pallets.
What's that?
Forget the sketchy online ads. Find a legitimate liquidation store in your area, one you can actually walk into physically. verify it that way.
Go see it with your own eyes. Makes sense. Verification over convenience.
Every single time. That's really the main takeaway here. If a deal looks too good to be true, if it's pushing you with fake urgency, using dodgy-looking media, and the URL is just slightly off.
Be skeptical. Extremely so.
Absolutely. Step back.
Okay, so maybe here's the final thought to leave everyone with, something to chew on. Given that these huge social media platforms are making real money, ad revenue from these scams, what's their actual obligation to protect us, their users, from the very content they're being paid to show us?
That's the question, isn't it? How much risk are we willing to put up with just for the convenience of scrolling through our feeds? Where does that responsibility lie?